LA.
I don't know.
Because when we're talking about acting ability, I give you Robert Downey Jr. is amazing, but Jonathan Majors is becoming amazing.
You're not wrong. He is becoming amazing, but Robert Downey Jr. at that point in time, they had already invested $1 billion in that franchise,
No,
and they
that's not
wasn't
What?
true.
letting him
Hold on,
go.
LA, that's not
That's not
true.
true. That's
Because
not true.
that Iron Man and Tropic Thunder that year was what brought Robert Downey Jr. back to pop culture. Because like you were saying, he had the drug addict and the drunk problem. He it kind of fucked up his career, and people didn't want to hire him. That's what kind of got him back into good graces, if you will.
So when they started Iron Man, Rob,
Oh wait,
That's when it came out.
okay, and how much money does it cost to make Iron Man?
the first one. Let's find out. I would assume
Let's
like 100 to 200 mil.
Okay. And that first movie came out, and they, you
140.
don't think they was thinking about the MCU. They was thinking about all this shit, and that they was investing into to Robert Downey Jr. to build all this shit off of.
Dude, honestly, Iron Man was such. If you remember, Iron Man was such a huge hit. That shit outperformed what they thought it was going to be. I think because it did so well, they rushed the second Iron Man movie, and that's why the second Iron Man movie wasn't as good. Like this shit made damn near 5 times it's what the budget was. It just did really fucking well. And to
I
say,
don't know,
were
man.
they thinking down the line? I don't know how far they were thinking down the line when Iron Man came out. Probably the farthest they thought was probably Avengers.
Because I know this man's paycheck was out of this world.
For this movie
And
Well,
specifically.
here's the
for
thing,
for
LA.
not even just this movie, just in general. And like they invested in this man. I don't know how much they invested in Jonathan Majors, but I doubt they invested as much in him as they
And
did
They
inside
had
of
to.
Robert
actually,
Downey
LA,
Jr.
No.
yeah, I would
Like,
say they invested a lot because the whole
Let's
gangs,
Google it.
the whole, well,
Let's
that's
Google
not.
it.
I'm not talking from a money standpoint. Think about it like this:
Hmm.
they set the whole next era of movies up about him. Iron Man, if it failed, it might have been just a one off. You know what I'm saying? They set this
Okay.
shit up like they invested him long term. It's kind of
Yeah.
it kind of fucks their plan up.
Y'all remember Johnny Depp?
yes.
Yes.
Y'all remember Johnny Depp got taken from the new Harry Potter movie because of that whole case? Like if Johnny Depp
Those
can
are
get
trash anyway.
removed, I feel like so can Jonathan Majors. Like I feel like now nobody's safe. But if
But in
if he
2008,
were
you
to
were
get
safe.
I'm saying if he were to get saved, like he would have to be at a Robert Downey level. Like if he were removed at this point, like none of this shit would work. Type level is what I'm saying. And I
But
feel like he was so far in a TV show and then Ant Man, and Ant Man didn't make shit. So
he was in
I
more than that.
feel what else was he in for the Marvel MCU? He was in Loki. He was in Ant Man.
It was something else, wasn't it?
I'm just saying, like, he wasn't really like, if they remove him now, it will be okay. As opposed to if this was 8 films later and like this about to be the big fight where the Avengers 8 come out or whatever, like then at that point they'd be like, okay, let's see how this shit work out or let's rush production, like you saying. But I don't think he's at that level.
I don't even understand why. Why though? Like, why not just like dog? At most, he's gonna probably have to do is 6 months to a year, right? Rush production, get it up and running, figure out the timeline of how you want to do these things. Reshoots when he come out, bada boom, bada bang. Me personally,
But
I'm
you
not.
know, they
I
spending
get,
all this money on everybody, dude. Like that's
I
changing
get the
everyone's
world that we live
schedule.
in. I get the world that we live in, where one bad thing happens, you're canceled now. I get that kind of. I kind of understand it, but we don't even do that with the fucking Hollywood companies enough. Like, for example, Jeffrey
Epstein.
Epstein's list. Yeah, his list is coming out in the next couple weeks, right? Next
We
couple
gonna
days,
see.
possibility, right?
We gonna see.
Hopefully, there's something like, come on, man. Like, there's people in Hollywood who shouldn't fucking be in power, and this is an incident where it's a one-off type thing. This isn't a chain of
According
events that we know.
Yeah,
According to Braggs, this is not a one-off thing, and that
yeah.
this was a pattern.
That's why they made it. That's what they said in the article. It said that's why the jury voted the way they did, is because it was a pattern. It wasn't like the
Yeah,
first time this happened. That was one of the points they made.
I gotta see the pattern laid out to me.
yeah. It's
Maybe I'll
unfortunate.
go on jury.
To answer your other question, Darren, you kind of covered it, but yeah, bro, it's all about PR, bro. It's bad PR to have somebody like that, and to rush the movie for them. It's just terrible PR. You're
It's
better
gonna
off
be
just
trash.
recasting
Yeah,
or just scrapping it all as a
Yeah.
whole.
I don't know if
I
y'all noticed, but
definitely would love for him to be in it. Darren, don't get me wrong. I think he was perfectly cast for that movie. Like he is, to me, him being the next big bad guy, perfect pick by Marvel.
Hey, we good here? Good. I'm getting back to work.